Alright guys, so today I'm gonna show you how I did the Note 10 in the Scourge event with 200 and something Scourge points, landing me on the 58th spot at the moment in the leaderboards. So first of all, I saw this strategy on this content creator's stream called Dorky Dad. So please, if you can find him, like and subscribe. He's an awesome dude, really knowledgeable of the game, really helpful. Answered many of my questions about the Scourge event and helped me get this high on the leaderboard. So yeah, definitely follow him if you have the possibility. A few things about the Scourge event itself. So I have loads of Scourges, and the fifth node is definitely a tiebreaker, sort of, in this event. So the fifth node, I went with all web warriors, and I just managed it barely alive, with every character alive, but they are not at good health. And for this 10th node, our composition of the team is Dark Hunters with Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man. The idea here is to get the Proxima Midnight offense down ability to hit our Spider-Man so that our Spider-Man dodges it and we evade all of the offense downs. And after that, we go to town with all of our bleed from the Dark Hunters. And we are targeting Cyclops, Colossus, Proxima Midnight, and Maw in the right side at first. And the idea here is to have, like in my case, at least one Raider of Morbius and Ghost Rider, or preferably two Raiders instead of the usual Striker. And why do we have the Raider? Is that we are targeting Cyclops, but we want to have a vulnerable on Maw, and we want to have that vulnerable on Maw because then we can use the Dr. Voodoo special to kill Voodoo in one hit. And that happens because if Maw has that vulnerable and your Voodoo is a skirmisher, he will use the special on Maw, and then he will cleanse the death proof that Maw has before he dies. After that, we just hope our Spider-Man dies. Well, we don't hope that he dies, but it's a good idea that he dies, because then we get the offense up and we just try to kill everyone as soon as possible and get as far as we can, and then we just clean up with web warriors. This requires some setup, so you have to use your web warriors in the first nodes, so either the hero nodes or the global nodes. I used mine in node 1. After I did few attacks with other teams, I just saved few characters at the end, and I took my web warriors and my Dr. Voodoo, so I took Punk out and put Dr. Voodoo in there, so that I could get all of the abilities ready for web warriors for the node 5, and Dr. Voodoo's ultimate as close to getting done for here as possible. So that's the setup. But yeah, let's play the video and see how it goes. So here we got the Proxima hit on Dr. Voodoo, and it pounced on Spider-Man, and that was enough to sort of to start this node. I was content with that. So we want to use Spider-Man special on the right side over here, starting with Colossus, to get those slows and definitely those defense downs on the board. And the more we get those, the better. And there's you can have a bad run when you just bounce back and you don't get enough of those defense downs. I was actually doing a voiceover when I was doing this video, so I'm not quite sure what I was talking about in that moment, but there we go. Alright, so our Morbius is a striker, and he should be a raider for this tactic, but I was just having enough of ions to do one raider, so I was just hoping that I could do it with this, or just buy more ions, but hopefully that was enough. So here I'm talking about want to have that vulnerable on Maw, and it's easily done by Raider. When Morbius' special hits all of those four targets, so any crit would be giving vulnerables to any of those targets. So the special is really good in here. Does loads of damage, gives bleeds, and if he was a Raider, he could do those vulnerables to any one of those characters. Alright. Hopefully we jump in fast. There we go. As you can see now we have loads of bleeds in there. And the same goes for Ghost Rider. So we go there and we just hope that we got the vulnerable on Maw. We didn't, but I decided to still try it out and see if I can get him down some way. So here I'm using the special on Maw. And as you can see, Maw gets down like really low. And I'm debating on, because usually you should be using your ultimate on Cyclops to get those guys down and get as much of that AoE damage as you can. But I was actually thinking that maybe those bleeds are enough on the right side and I can just basic my way through this Maw. Because if that Maw survives for his first turn, then you're just screwed. So I went with the basic and it was enough to kill Maw. The problem was that, okay, Cyclops drop below 50% and that means that Colossus will be taunting. Okay, well, we have still a lot of bleeds and defense down in there, and we have a Morbius as a striker, and he of course does that health steal, so he does a lot of damage. There's Ghost Rider basic as well, and now we strip away the taunt from there. So now it's our Dr. Voodoo's turn, and I decide to go for Colossus and try to get that death proof out of him, so I can get some speed. There are Spider-Man dies and we get the offense up for everyone. And as you can see, the right side is almost dying, and I'm wondering whether I should be using the ultimate on the left side, because we already have the offense up. I'm deciding maybe I should just go with the basic. My basic is also T4'd, so it does a lot of damage. The one thing I didn't take into account at this point was that if I drop either of the Uncanny Axemen below 50%, Colossus will be taunting again, and I sort of forgot that. And I decided to go for Magic, because these guys are getting energy from all over, because I have so many Scourges and Spider-Man died and everything, so I'm mostly afraid that they will be just doing ultimates over ultimates over ultimates. So I need to get Magic and Storm down, and hopefully Cyclops as well as soon as possible. So I decided to go for Magic and use the basic, and here he drops below 50%, and I just immediately know that we are in a bit of a trouble. But at the same time I noticed that of course Cyclops actually has that one death proof, because I have that Scourge. So even if I wouldn't be chaining here or hitting Cyclops, he would be doing his ultimate really soon. So that was sort of a good idea. So of course I have to do the ultimate over here and just kill these guys, and that's enough to take care of those. Alright, next wave drops, and we are like, okay, well, we have the Scourge that we get those heal blocks on every turn, and I'm deciding whether I should be going with the ultimate anyways. And of course I should be going with the ultimate, because it doesn't matter, it's just super massive damage, so we should be going for that, but we are just deciding what target we should be having or going for. And I'm wondering whether I should be going for Thanos, Storm, or even Corvus Clave, or maybe Magic. And at this point I'm not thinking about Phoenix at all. It could be a target as well at this point, but I feel like I was sort of thinking that I should. Yeah, this says cannot be missed, but it can be dodged. or maybe it was the special. Anyways, I decided to go for Corvus Clave. The idea was that at least I get the defense down over there, so I can get my Elsa to ultimate over there and just kill everyone. But it was actually enough to kill him, or her. Yes, kill him. So that was good enough. There we got the ultimate from Dr. Voodoo, which was perfect. We are full health, so everything's looking freaking awesome. Alright, there's Thanos ultimate. We are dropping a bit on health, but it doesn't look too bad. Now we have the basic ready, health steal and everything. I cannot see Magic's turn meter quite from there. Decided to go for her anyways. Now we're going for the basic, and yeah, just wanted to hit Thanos before he gets his taunt up and kills me. Want to get that death proof from there and get some speed. And there goes our Elsa. That's fine. We're really close to getting it done. Alright. There's some retaliation attacks. With the offense up, it's doing crazy amount of damage. Now we're debating whether we should be doing the ultimate or the special. But the special says that it cannot miss, but it can be dodged. I think that's how it works. So I decided to go with the ultimate, and I was thinking and pondering between Thanos, trying to kill Thanos, or try to kill Phoenix. I was thinking about it for a while, and I wasn't sure if Phoenix would be reviving if he goes into Dark Phoenix mode. Would he be reviving for my next attack with the Web Warriors? And I was thinking whether I should be going for Thanos or Phoenix, and I decided that maybe I can kill Phoenix with one shot. It feels like it's going to be close, and I wasn't wrong. It was close, but it was just quite not enough. But here you can see it wasn't that far away either. All right. Probably talking there, but there I decided to go for it. 460 something thousand, and it's really close to being a one hit. That's sort of a bummer, but because I would have been able to kill maybe Storm from the left side. But at this point, I'm just like, okay, we have loads of death proof, so maybe we have one more turn. And we have. The special is great, but it puts an ability block and defense down on primary target, and adjacent enemies will be hitting, and there's no adjacent enemies in Phoenix's like, I don't know what to call it, but near her. And yeah, I just decided, okay, we need to go with the basics. So that's it for the Dark Hunters with Spider-Man. There's the final hits, and that's me getting my ass wiped from the floor. All right, and then we go with the rest of the Web Warriors, and I'm doing some. My fat hands are just swiping on the screen, and I'm doing some weird stuff in here, but it doesn't matter. So we have Spider-Punk, Scarlet Spider, Miles, and Ghost Spider still alive. They're not at good health. Miles and Ghost Spider are really close to dying, but they are definitely enough to get this done. So there we go. 4 characters. Jump in, and right from the bat we can see that yes, it's confirmed that Phoenix is not reviving when or Dark Phoenix is not reviving on the second attempt when she dies on the Scourge event. So I didn't want to use my special over here because I have the Scourge that you get an ability block if you use your special, and I had my ultimate coming up next, so I just decided to go with the basic and kill Storm. Yeah, I was thinking that he's probably going to be taunting, so better to go with the defense down over there. And I was right. He's about to taunt over here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so there's Spider Punk with the amazing damage. Offense up always helps. And Spider-Man Miles almost getting him down. And there comes my Scarlet Spider and finishes the job. And this was freaking amazing. So I had a score of 1,665,000 and now I have 1,796,000. So that was a 131,000 better than the last one. So that was awesome. And previously I was, I think, in the 350s or something like that in the scoreboard. And after this I was 58. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, any criticism, anything, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to answer your questions. And like I said in the start, please check Dorky Dad's content. Does a lot of videos in YouTube and streams in Twitch. And yeah, he's an awesome guy with awesome videos and strategies and everything. So yeah, all right. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe me as well, and see you in the next video. Alrighty, bye.